Hello, Mama and Papa Slep. I've been married to my beautiful wife for 7 years. We are an interracial couple of Hispanic and Asian. However, we live in Texas where open-mindedness on interracial couples is still not there, and people of all races are guilty of this. Plenty of times, people tend to glance and stare sometimes in an uncomfortable level, which does bother me to the point where I want to begin making remarks to them, but I would like to avoid conflict. What kind of mental attitude should I take to avoid this becoming a greater problem in my head, or being able to just shove this to the wayside and not care?
Do I answer that question? I've almost had this scenario. I was dating this Italian woman from Los Gatos years ago, right? And this was a small town. I could tell that they weren't all about the interest. She was a white chick, black dude. And I could tell that they weren't all, I felt like the community wouldn't be as acceptant. And I remember we were holding hands one time going down the street. And I told her, I said, you know what? We don't have to do this if it's going to, she was like, no. She said, we got to show it. She said, because if we're uncomfortable, we're going to make those people feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So my advice would be to, you have to continue to live your life and you show the affection that you want. And as long as nobody put their hands on you or anything like that, fuck them looks. Yeah. And the power of how you feel in your love, it will suppress all that dumb shit.
Yeah.
I've had a white girlfriend when we went for a walk. I'd go, all right, you leave now.
You're white.
In 20
You're
minutes.
white Korean.
In 20 minutes.
Yes.
You are
Thank
white
you.
Korean.
Damn, no.
Oh my God, thank you.
You're white
I've been
Korean.
saying
Like I
this
thought
for
you were
years.
adopted, son. You're like adopted Asian.
Yes.
You are white Korean, son.
Thank God, somebody finally, I
told
feel
you that.
validated.
Did I not tell you that on the phone?
His arm's frozen.
I said you're white Korean. I told you that I want to come a little early. You said, Donna, just go grab a cup of coffee.
That's very white.
That's very white. You're white Korean, son. You are white Korean, son.
I just want to say this.
You don't even date in your race.
She's Filipino. She's Asian.
No, but I'm talking about that one.
The other one.
I'm talking about that one, right? The straight one, the straight one, Joe, son.
You know, it's so funny that you say this, my friend.
You're white Korean.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I have to say this. Number one.
I want to answer another question.
No, we're not answering another question. We're gonna address this real quick, okay? I wanted to end it, but we're not gonna end it right now. All right. I cannot help it that my Korean parents decided, like, okay, we are gonna move to Green Valley, which is a suburb, right? I cannot help it that we bought a house in the middle of basically white town. Everyone.
I get it. I understand why you're white Korean. I understand.
Yeah, it's but number one, I will fuck with Koreans.
Right.
I am Korean. When I go to Korea or I'm at a Korean spa or like I feel Korean, it's just that I have white tendencies.
That's what the fuck you just said. Son.
Yeah,
you do.
I have white tendencies. When if I'm on an airplane,
that's your environment,
and I see The Notebook on, will I watch? I'll watch it.
Right.
Yeah, because
I'll watch it.
Because my best friend.
Do I cry? I cry.
My best friend since childhood is Korean, born and raised in LA.
Yeah.
But she is so different from him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she is Korean.
Yeah.
And she's uncomfortable with how white.
But the reason
is.
why is because her parents had to keep pushing the culture on her. She had to keep, and I get it. I have a friend, Esther Koo.
I know Esther well. She's done our podcast.
She's white Korean. She's 100% white Korean.
Yeah.
Because her family wanted her to understand. I'm not knocking you for it, but you definitely.
Do I listen to Sarah McLachlan? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, your love is better than ice cream.
You're white.
I love that. I love that. I love that song. Okay.
There's nothing
My
wrong with
point is this: I have tendencies, but I will fuck with gooks.
Yo, you're white Korean. Yo, I own Tivas now.
Here we go.
So I'm black Caucasian to a certain extent.
Well, you're a woods guy now.
Yeah,
you're a forest man, so there is a little white in you.
You know what? I appreciate a lot of things about white culture.
Me too.
Adventure.
The one thing, I was really.
And I appreciate, like, don't get me wrong, appreciate everything about black culture, but I'm not afraid to dabble into a different culture.
Me either, friend.
When I first started dating him, I couldn't believe that he had never owned a rice cooker, much less know how to cook rice at all. I couldn't fucking believe it.
I love chicken pot pie.
Listen, man, I called it.
I love chicken pot pie.
I called it. She's excited.
Yeah.
You're white Korean.
Yeah.
And she said it, rewind it like Finally,
Yeah.
someone gets it.
But is there a purple ring around my penis? There is. That makes me very Korean.
And here we go. Now let's take it back to the beginning of this show. These are the things that make me uncomfortable, and these are the things that make me realize why I didn't want to fucking be here. I just came here to say, make sure you follow my podcast.
Watch the Donnell Rawlings
Nice
show.
merch.
Everyone give him a round of applause. That was fantastic. All right? God damn it.
Shout out to EB.
EB. Yeah, he gonna love that.
Hey guys, we got a couple shout outs for our peoples out there.